don't know, I'm Rina Chan. I played Twilight Sparkle in the Dot Move series, Mayor Marin Fighting His Magic, Twilight and Black Griffin's Message from Twilight Sparkle, and Rainbowlicious. All of the main 6 in Star Wars were enacted by ponies, and Vinyl Scratch in his upcoming Lord of the Rings were enacted by ponies. Applejack and Love is Magic, Homage and Fallout Equestria radio play. I worked on some different songs like Lost on the Moon with Wooden Toaster and Living Tombstone. Flim Flam Brothers Eurobeat Brony version. I did background vocals for Disco Lights by Alexis and Pinkie Pie Swear and Balloon Party, and a lot of other random stuff. So, I guess we will start off. If anyone has questions or whatever, just come on up. You guys can come on up.
All right. How did you break into voice acting? What was your first audition and first job? How'd you get it?
Well, I've been voice acting for long before ponies, so since like 2004. So, yeah, and then after I became a brony, it just kind of made sense. People were like, oh, you sound like Twilight Sparkle, you should try doing pony stuff. So I did that. My first role ever was like Sailor Mars in a radio play that never got finished. My first pony role was Twilight and Princess Celestia and Queens from Dream Valley, which I believe was canceled, unfortunately. And my first official project that I ever worked on was Castle Crashers for the 360 and PS3.
Wow.
Voice requests, I don't care. I'm kind of sick, so I can mostly just sound like Rainbow Dash today, but
Who did you voice in Castle Crashers?
all the princesses and Medusa, the snake boss.
So lots of yelling.
They had effects on her voice, but it was like, rah.
So, how long have you been into the show, and when did you get into it?
I can't remember exactly because, you know, I think like most people, I didn't go in going, oh, I'm going to become a brony. It was just like, all my friends are watching this show about My Little Pony. I guess I'll check it out and see what's, you know, why all these guys are watching it and stuff. Before ponies, I came from a competitive gaming background, so a lot of the things I like to voice were like Street Fighter and just any kind of like video game parodies. Things like that. I played competitive Pokemon as well, so I like doing Pokemon parodies. I brought it if anyone wants to battle, I'm serious. But yeah, and then I just started watching the show, and come on in, sit down. I decided I really liked ponies, and it just kind of went from there, especially after listening to some of the musicians in the community and things like that. I was like, wow, the pony music is really cool, and the pony fan works. And I've changed who I think is best pony like 15 times, but right now, this is best pony.
What is the hardest role you've ever had to do?
Queen Chrysalis, and something I did recently, because if you've heard a lot of the ponies that I voice, it sounds nothing like that, and it was really, really, really hard, but really fun. And I sent off my first takes. It was for a song, and I sent off my first takes, and he's like, oh, I don't really like it. Can you make it deeper? I was like, that's as deep as I can go. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if people like it. I hope they do. I mean, I want to try doing like Zecora or something, just because people on YouTube are like, oh, you can only do the same voice and everything. So I kind of want to prove them wrong by doing something completely out of the ordinary. Hopefully Queen Chrysalis will prove that, but we'll see.
So when you do a voiceover role, what kind of production equipment do you use?
Well, I have like just a little setup at home that connects through USB. I have, you know, like my headphones, and I use Audacity for recording, which is a free program, so you can get it online. It's totally free. For mixing, I use Adobe Audition. That one is not free, but I mean, you can start off for like really cheap and see if it's something that you want to do, and then you can even use like rock band stuff to start off with. I know some people do that, and I don't know. You just have to like kind of get your voice out there and practice a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Who's your favorite voice to act as?
Final Scratch. I've never gotten the chance to though, except in my own productions. Hint, hint, if anyone casts anything. Twilight Horn.
What was it like working with Hot to
A lot of people ask me that. To be honest, we haven't really worked together directly. Usually he just sends me an email and goes, okay, here's the storyboard for Twilight's parts, and I send maybe 4 takes of each line, and then he'll say, okay, these ones are good, redo these ones, things like that. So a lot of times I don't really know what's going on in the movie aside from just my little scenes, and then it's kind of a surprise to me too when it comes out. Everyone's like, oh, what's gonna happen in Swag? And I'm like, even if I knew, I couldn't tell you, why would I spoil it for everyone, But it's really, even stricter in official productions. I'm in a PS3 game, I can't even talk about that right now, things like that.
Earlier you mentioned Sakura. Could we hear you do some Sakura lines?
I haven't really practiced her voice. I feel like it's gonna be a fail if I do.
Try it.
Do it!
The challenge has been made.
Give me a line, I can't.
Rhyme something.
Beware!
Yeah, see, now you're asking us to come up with the hard part.
Beware!
Alright, everybody
beware,
brainstorm.
young people.
Beware the young pony folk, for this is a poison joke.
I can't remember the lines.
Pretty good.
Now do it.
When you look back at the content, how do you feel?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really proud of pretty much everything I've worked on. I mean, there's always some kind of things where it's oh, maybe the animation isn't quite what you expected it to be or things like that, but everyone's learning, I've done stuff for students, I've done stuff for middle school kids, things like that, and I think it's really fun to kind of get in with someone even before they get a big animator who's too busy to work with people like me, so.
You said you were in Castle Crashers, and you said you were in that PS3 game that you could talk about. What other games do you voice act in?
Have any of you played Skullgirls?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna hate me when you find out what character I played with. Know your place. Rise from your grave. You dare challenge me. Yeah, I get a lot of messages from people saying I tried to beat you 15 times and I couldn't do it. My experience when I was playing through story mode for the first time was I was like, yes, I lost, now I get to hear her again. So, I didn't mind, but a lot of people were I am so sick of hearing you, I can scream. I really, really hope she becomes DLC because I play fighting games, that's my big thing. Guilty Gear is my favorite video game, if any of you have played that. So I would murder her so hard.
Did you do your impersonations of the entire cast?
Yeah, I have a video on my YouTube where I did that, and everyone's like, oh, your Scootaloo sucked. I'm like, okay, so I did all the characters in the show, and you just picked the one bad one? Okay, I guess that's YouTube. That's Side Guy, everyone say hi.
Hi. Everyone knows who I am.
Another green shirt.
Which pony would you most like to spend the day with?
Can it be someone's OC?
Sure.
Can I say Alex S's OC? And before someone.
Yeah.
Wonderbolts.
Can we hear some of your Final Scratch impersonations?
Yeah, let me think of, I wish I could remember the lines from the animation that I'm going to do, but I guess it's better if that's a surprise since it hasn't come out yet.
I made you a bass, but I dropped it.
I made you a bass, but I dropped it. Sorry. watch the toothpaste canon videos I've been working on, but in the next one, she's gonna be like, well, Colgate writes a letter to Princess Celestia, spoiler alert, and Final Scratch confronts her and is like, okay, you ruined my records, you ruined Lyra's mane, and Derpy can't sell her muffins because you ruined her last batch!
All right, you're a little girl, you're 7 or under. Were you in church choir? Did you learn an instrument? Were you drawing? What creativity were you showing up at 7 and under?
I used to want to draw, which I think is kind of funny now because I can only draw like stick figures. I'm terrible, like I can't even do like MS Paint rage faces or anything, but yeah, I never like thought I wanted to do stuff with voice when I was really young, so I guess as I got older I was like, oh, I want to be a singer, and then everyone's like, you're a terrible singer, so I started acting like voice. I don't know. A lot of people I know, like the vinyl scratch tapes people, things like that, they're like, yeah, we've done theater our whole lives, but I haven't really done that. I mean, I just started voice acting when I was like 16, and I've never looked back, so.
Do you toy around with your voice a lot? You know, just...
Oh, all the time. My friends get so annoyed. I'm in a local Brony meetup group, and they always yell at me. They're like, we didn't invite Colgate to come to our dinner, you know? So, yeah. I'm like, well, why wouldn't you invite Colgate? What, because she'll make you brush your teeth? Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks to being friends with me. Sometimes I get into pony voices randomly, so...
Not a drawback.
See how that's a drawback.
Ancient Pie Hannah.
Oh, that was all I was going to say. Now I have a question. So, you say you like fighting games or whatever?
Yes.
Which one is your favorite?
Guilty Gear.
Okay.
Which one?
Accent Core. I also really like Multiplay. Every time I mention it, people are like, what's that? I've never heard of it. But it's a really fun game if you ever get to try it. Wonderbolts.
Can you impersonate Dizzy?
Yeah, like, I mean, she only speaks in Japanese, so it would have to be like in Japanese, I guess. But let's say like, Dame, onegai yamete, sayonara. I don't mean a Slayer, but I dressed up as Dizzy, so yeah. Twilight plushie.
What do you think are like the best places to go out and like look for like auditions and like stuff like that?
Well, I have a forum. You guys can join it. It's called Voice Acting Club. It's voiceactingclub.com. There's auditions posted on there every day. It's not just pony stuff. It's for like a lot of Flash animations besides like Newgrounds. There's a lot of machinima posted there. You know, I recommend doing stuff that's not just pony stuff because if you're, well, for one, if you're a guy, there's not going to be a lot of pony projects for you, but also ponies, mostly it's going to be like impersonations. It's like how well you can sound like the main six or other characters, and if you do want to voice act for like your career or things like that, impersonation's not really going to matter. Like, it's good for learning. I totally use it. Like, I've taken a lot of voices that I know how to do. Like, all my southern characters use Applejack as like a basis. But yeah, it's good to try background characters too. Like, when I started doing Colgate, I never thought that people would like make a song out of it and stuff. I just oh, this is a cute pony. I'm gonna post this Colgate-licious thing on Tumblr and see if people like it.
How far did you have to travel to get here? You in Texas?
No, I'm from Los Angeles, so I love Texas so far. Every time I come next year, you should tell them, be like, bring her back, she's cool.
Yes.
And
I'm
it's
sure you're
Yes,
here.
nicely.
And I used to listen to an online radio show that was based out of Austin, Texas, and the host like hated bronies, so I think it would be funny if we all just
Go.
Yeah, if you've heard pony voices on that show, it's probably me.
If someone wrote a fan fiction about Colgate, what would you want it to be about?
Well, I've actually seen a few really good Colgate fan fictions. I like just seeing what people do with her. I've also kind of started writing a backstory for Colgate myself. I'm currently working on a song. I wrote like, lyrics and everything, and it's a really like serious song about her. You know, usually I'm just like, oh, brush your teeth and stuff, but this is like about Colgate's journey, about her, how she relates to Dr. Hooves, her cutie mark, things like that. And I'm hoping to get Omni Pony to do the instrumental. We're kind of talking about it, so that's how. The white ears in the back.
Yes, speaking of music, what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of like pony stuff, Eurobeat, stuff like that. My favorite artists in the pony fandom are Alex S, Eurobeat Brony, Living Tombstone, Little Toaster, Stormwolf, Pinkie Pie Swear. There's a lot of people I admire. I was really fortunate to meet them all at BronyCon.
Can we hear you, Licious?
Okay, what character?
Do one that isn't already Licious. Applejack.
Well, now I have to think of something.
Don't pressure your button.
How do I even do that? She has so many letters in her name. It's like,
She would be Appalachian, that's
A to the double P.
Would you just run
L and the E?
I'm the APPLAJACK, and what in the hay am I doing here? I'm Appalicious.
Someone animate that!
I did one for Trixie and Vinyl Scratch, and I wanted someone to animate it, and he didn't, so I was sad. But I think he's got a lot of stuff he's working on. I can do him now. So Trixie's was like, I'm the T to the R to the I-X-I-E. Hey, no other pony is great and powerful as me. I'm Trixie Licious. Vinyl Scratches is, I'm the D to the J to the P-O-N-3. Ain't no other pony dropping bass like me. I'm Vinylicious.
Who's like your favorite pony community person? Like for music or like
Favorite pony to what?
like you know the artists are like if they make music.
Oh.
Who's your favorite pony community person? Like your most favorite brony in the community? I'll put it that way.
I know this is gonna get on YouTube. Okay, do any of you follow me on Tumblr? Because if so, you've probably figured it out. I know those two do, and they make fun of me for it. Okay, I'll just say this much. It's a brown pony who makes dubstep. There we go. Please don't kill me.
Already on YouTube.
It's okay, everybody loves Alex S.
There went that deal with Omni Pony.
Please don't hate me for saying that. You
So, can you, do you read music? Or,
No, I kind of just like teach myself. I don't think I'm very good at singing, but I'm working on it. I listen to the songs from the show, things like that. If I'm working with somebody, I have them sing like the vocal part that they want, and then I do it. Like with Lost on the Moon, Living Tombstone sent me himself singing the vocal part, and then I recorded like 3-4 takes of it, and things like that. They ended up auto-tuning it a lot as like a stylistic choice. And people were like, oh, well, instead of auto-tuning her, why don't you just get someone who can sing? And I was like, oh, shoot, but... Yeah, a lot of people do it. I don't know. Yes.
You said that you started voice acting at 16. Did you ever have any formal training, or were you just self-taught? Or
I taught myself for the first few years. After that, I've taken voiceover workshops, acting classes. I took like theater in college. I've never been a theater or film person. I only do voice. but I found that taking acting classes helped me a lot with approaching a character because I said this at the panel last night, but acting is the most important part of voice acting. You can sound just like any character in the show or any actress on the show, but if you can't bring that character to life, then it's not going to sound good. I mean, I hate listening to my old stuff from like 2005, so I'm like, oh man, I have no emotion in this. The hats.
You said earlier back when you played fighting games, did you ever have any rage moments where you're fighting multiplayer or story mode?
I didn't really rage in Skullgirls except against certain CPUs, like Miss Fortune, who's actually voiced by my friend who plays Rarity in Fighting is Magic. I got kind of mad at fighting the CPU version of her. I was like, I love you, you're my friend, but I hate the CPU version of your character because she's so annoying.
CPU suck.
Do you have a favorite of the villains?
Discord, I'm held up in my favorite moment of the entire BronyCon was I was like right up at the front watching all the musicians perform, and Living Tombstone and Eurobeat Brony were doing that song live, and then John Delancey just comes on stage and he's like, "Sup?" And they started, he started singing it to me. He was so nervous afterwards, like, "Oh man, I didn't know that I would be singing it to Discord himself." It was awesome. It was so cool. And then like Tara Strong gets up on stage and dances to Living Tombstone set. I just thought that was so cool. I love it when people from the show like what the fans do. That's really cool. Oh yeah, I can do after the panel's over. I can sign all the things. Twilight.
What's your Princess Cadence?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Do you want changeling version or?
Yes.
Okay. Oh dear, are you having another one of your headaches? I love it. I think this one needs more feeding and a longer train. No, wait, I was imprisoned here just like you. I love how you're using that to ask your questions. The R-5000 yesterday was playing with one of those, and I totally took a picture of it.
Actually, during the costume contest, like 3 doctors and the R-Dash, we actually got into a sonic screwdriver fight.
Yeah, I totally posted that on Twitter.
Well, I'll ask the question, who would be your favorite incarnation of the Doctor?
Doctor. Answer.
Well, I think I'm kind of biased because my best friend is obsessed with Doctor Who, and he's always like, "Oh, Matt Smith is the best ever." So I guess, yeah, that's the ones that he's shown me a lot and made me watch.
Oh,
Other than fighting games, what other genres do you like, or would you like to play roles in?
Well, as far as voice-wise, like anything. The PS3 game I'm going to be voicing in is a JRPG, and it's like my first time doing something like that, so that's really exciting. I just started trying to learn to play Team Fortress 2. I am terrible at it, and I feel sorry for anyone who has to have me on their team, but...
What's your favorite class?
So far I just played the Pyro.
No skill classes, best class.
Cake or pie?
What about muffins? Do you like cake? Cake is the best! I don't know where cake is. I think my apple pies are the best in all of Ponyville, just saying. But we're down here in the South, so I'm pretty sure y'all agree with me.
Can we hear your big Mac impression?
Favorite ice cream?
What?
Favorite ice cream?
Favorite ice cream.
Oh,
Octavia voice?
Yeah, I've tried to do it before, like not in a project, but just for fun. It was like, finally, will you please stop making those dreadful ones? I'm trying to practice my classical music here. What talking? You don't like it? It's my new remix of Party with Pinky. Come on, it's awesome. Oh, well, I suppose I can enjoy this.
Speaking of Team Fortress, what is your favorite hat?
So many yet. I don't have any, I just got it, so. Yeah, someone wants to give me one.
Just wait till you get home and you're just
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite pairing amongst the characters of the show, or do you not like pairing?
No shipping.
I don't really pair any characters for the show. I might ship certain OCs with each other, but I'll leave that for you to figure out.
Once again,
Oh yes, who was your favorite pet out of the main 6?
I'd say Opal, but it's probably because I'm a cat person.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like one of those crazy cat ladies, so I'm joking.
Give her time. Has one cat at a time.
What is your least favorite pony?
That's impossible.
How would I choose a least favorite? That's like saying, like, which one of your pets is your least favorite? Or something. I don't know.
It's easier because it's
Everybody has the effects.
No, nobody likes backyards.
Ponies. One of the best ponies are like Colgate, Luna, Vinyl Scratch.
Twilight Wishes.
I'm a T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T. And ain't no other pony troll it down like me. I'm Twilightlicious. Are there any more questions? Maybe if I ask Twilight, there'll be more questions. I'm kind of losing my voice. That sucks.
What's your Steam name? Toothpaste Mane?
Sorry, I'm losing my voice too. Who's your favorite person to work with?
All the people I've worked with in the fandom? It's really hard. I guess maybe Living Tombstone, he's just like, he's so cool, he's so, you know, it's like, you meet him and you think, okay, here's like someone who's super famous in the community. It's gonna be like all intimidating to talk to him, and it's not at all. He's like so nice and sweet, and he'll like, work with you, and he really like, he spends so much time collaborating with people who want to work with him. Like he's just so open to everything. You know, a lot of musicians are just kind of want to do their own thing, which is totally cool, and I respect that. But I just think it's cool that Living Tombstone makes such an effort to like connect with his fans. Yeah.
If you had a cutie mark, what do you think it would be?
Oh, I do have a cutie mark for my OC. Who knows what it is? Anyone?
It's coffee.
Yeah.
Her talent is drinking coffee.
I'm making coffee, fair enough. You in the Vinyl Scratch shirt.
How do you, is toothpaste mane all one word?
I have, that's my Colgate tumbler too. I answer questions in this voice.
Get ready for free ads.
Totally out of here.
Is there any TV shows or animes that you like as much as ponies?
Ponies are kind of their own thing. Anime-wise, my favorite anime of all time is Furikuri. In fact, that was one of the first voices I tried to do was Haruko Haruhara. I used to cosplay her too. I used to really play the bass. I miss it. I don't have no bass anymore. But, yeah. You guys should check out. There's a new anime coming out this fall. Hopefully, it's called Lagrange, and I voiced the lead character in the English version. So. Go ahead. Or who's on it?
What do you expect to see more in season 3?
On the one hand, I kind of want to see more Colgate. On the other hand, it's like, if she is totally different from how we expect, then it's going to be like, oh, well, I can't work on all my songs and projects now involving Colgate, so, I don't know, I'd like to see Discord come back. I'm pretty sure we all would. I'm excited to see what they do with Cadence, because I feel like since the season finale was a lot of, like, just the whole, like, Blue Chrysalis thing, I'd like to see more of what Cadence's actual personality is like and what they do with bringing her to life.
Speaking of the season 3 stuff, what's your thought on the Crystal Ponies?
I'm excited I'm excited to see what they do. All I really know about it so far is the song that they released, but yeah.
What's the scariest game you've ever played?
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet. I'm thinking about maybe like streaming it or something when I play it. I'm excited. I love creepypasta. I love like ghost stories, anything like that. I love scary movies. I'm like the one, I go to like a movie with my guy friends and they're the ones who are like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm like, this is awesome.
It's really fun if you get really drunk and get a bunch of people there and you can all play something.
I mean, yeah.
Kiki Pie hat.
You said you like horror movies and scary stuff. Did you see Cabin in the Woods?
No, I did not.
You need to see it. It's
Great.
awesome.
Okay, I will do that when I get home. Hats.
What's your favorite creepypasta?
There was one about, it was called like Pokemon Black, but it was before the actual Pokemon came out. It was like, they got like a Game Boy cartridge and it was like, Ghost Use Curse. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I really, really liked that one. That was awesome. Okay, you're up front, so go ahead. Yeah, you.
Has anybody ever met who like you just been really starstruck? Like, oh my gosh, that's this person.
Well, I haven't really met a lot of the people from the show, but definitely like at Brony Fan I got to introduce Lauren Faust, and that was just crazy. I was like, it was really hard to just be like, okay, I gotta introduce her to 3,000 people and all the people on the stream, but you can't think about that. You gotta just be like, and now for the creator of Friendship is Magic. But yeah, it was afterwards I just totally freaked out, and all the musicians too. Like that was crazy. Who hasn't asked a question yet? I don't think. Yeah, with the hat. I don't think you've asked.
How are you this energetic this early in the morning?
Something called coffee. I love coffee. Do you ever know how energetic I get? Well, I get even more energetic when I drink coffee. In fact, I even brought my morning cannon. Wonderful. I want to join you. So, I'm calling on you next.
Well, you have the bonus because you like pie. This is a two-part question. One, have you seen the epic pony battles of history on YouTube?
Yes, I have.
Which one's your favorite?
Are you talking about because there's different ones like.
By Epico. His username is EPBOH.
Yeah, I'm in those. I'm in the Twilight Sparkle in the Twilight versus Pinky one, and then I was Rarity in the Rarity versus Applejack. I thought you were talking about the ones that everyone watches, and I was like, oh, I wasn't in those, but yeah, the pony battles of history, I was totally in those.
Awesome. Homestuck?
Not yet. I'm kind of overwhelmed. It's like, I don't know, just the thought of like trying to read all that, and I don't know, maybe someday, we'll see. Over there.
I was just stretching.
I challenge you to sing your favorite MLP song.
Oh,
Yeah.
challenge.
Do it!
Well, now I have to choose a favorite. That's really hard, but
Smile!
Winter Wrap Up. Okay, I'll do Winter Wrap Up because it has a lot of ponies in it. I won't do the whole song. I won't subject you to that, but I'm sorry because my voice is going out, but 3 months of winter. Okay, more coffee. store is running down. We can't grow in. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice, so I can't sing. Oh, I wish I could go. You got it.
When I was just a filly, I found it rather silly to see how many other ponies I could meet.
I don't know, I'm like, I can usually do it, but I'm losing my voice today. I'm so
All right, what's your theory? Why are all these young men into bronies? We have more men into it than Pegasi.
I think because it's a good show.
Yes, it
Don't be shy. You gotta learn to be assertive.
Have you known about Cancer Rock? Because sometimes I go there. Because my name's Tom.
Oh, Canterlot is just a wonderful place.
We have like 5 minutes, so does anyone have voice requests?
Rarity.
Of all the worst things that could happen, this is the worst possible thing! This is whining. Oh, this harness is too tight! It's going to chain! Can't you loosen it? Oh, it hurts and it's so nasty!
Not movie Rarity.
Paco?
You're going to try to use Spike, like, yo, Twilight, you're one crazy talking horse.
Can you do the original Derpy Hooves voice?
I just don't know what went wrong. Is there anything I can do to help? You okay, Rainbow Dash?
We're all curious. Let's hear Chrysalis.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it because I'm sick. Do it. Okay, give me a line because I can't. I'm like blinky.
The evil laugh. Let's do the one where she's talking. Let's do the one where she's in it, where she's explaining her plan.
I don't remember how that was.
Just like improv.
Look at all these ponies. Come here to Brony Fan Fair. They don't know that soon they will be mine! I've been feeding off Shiny Auto's love for you. That's like my
Oh, Bean! I know this is probably a bad time to ask because of you're getting sick, but can you do a good snowflake impression?
Can you tell Applejack she can't eat all those apples?
I have to censor it for the panel because this isn't one of the like our last night panel, but
Applejack, what are you doing? You can't eat all those bucking apples.
Do you think that it should be buck you, I can't eat all these bucking apples, or just the regular one that they usually do?
what do you mean?
The answer to that buck you, I can eat all these bucking apples sounds better.
No, I think it should be the original because it just like it just surprised people to hear that coming out of a pony. I think.
It was incredible.
Especially because like when Fluttershy comes up, you don't expect that. You know, it's like you expect.
What I tell you about coming in my shirt.
What character of all the ones in the show would you think that person is?
I get stressed out, I'm like less than 0 Twilight. Sometimes it's a cold game, I guess. I don't know.
Every morning when you brush your teeth?
Brush.
What is your favorite out of MLB?
Magic, but I might be biased because Twilight talks a lot in that one. But I don't
I'm
know.
a genius.
But it has the R-Dash 5000, how can you not like that?
Can we hear the Cutie Mark Crusaders?
Yeah, you know, honestly, like, since I'm sick, I think it'll be perfect, so I won't even have to try to sing badly, but it's like,
Look here, our 3 little ponies, ready to sing for this crowd. Listen up, 'cause here's our story. We're gonna sing it very loud.
Do you have a Gilda impression?
I haven't really worked on it. I mean, I've tried it like once for someone in a stream.
No.
I feel like if I do it, then people are going to judge me for it not being
You made
good.
first I cry, of course.
Don't do it.
Judge Rina Chan.
Don't do it.
Don't judge me, just because I make Fluttershy cry.
Who's your favorite CMC?
Oh, probably Sweetie though. I don't know, I might be biased because of that song, but yeah.
Can you hear your impression of Flynn Flynn Brothers?
I can do like the other ponies talking to them in the song.
What about Granny Smith?
If you really want me to, I guess you can try.
On the side it said your voice rising star. What does that sound like?
Well, I'm trying to remember. All I remember of the lines from the promo was, "You set the hay on fire." Rising Star's voice was kind of like my Applejack voice, but it wasn't as deep, and it was like more up here. In what voice? Choose a pony that I haven't done yet.
Photo finish.
I could do a sermon. Oh, I know, Princess Celestia.
You lost the game, my little ponies.
Sapphire Shores.
I have a friend down in California. He's a guy friend who can do a perfect Sapphire Shores. I wish I had like a video to show you guys. Maybe I'll like write her in an episode of something I work on and make him voice it just so you guys can.
Post it on Tumblr.
You haven't asked me.
And this is just a little question that I have. What of you were a part of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
I would die. I don't live in Canada, so unfortunately it's not possible, but like I wish that I could that I knew someone from Hasbro who does voice casting and be like, hey, you know that background pony Minuet? Can I do like the one line as her in season 3 or whatever?
I'm probably just asking you this question because of your YouTube username. Then have you played any of the Super Smash Bros. Series?
Oh yeah, I was a competitive Smasher for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And these Peach and Melee and Game & Watch and Brawl. I used to like travel and go to tournaments and stuff. I wasn't like that great, but
I'll take you in Melee.
okay. If you have a setup here, challenge accepted.
Which is your favorite Super Smash Bros. game?
Melee. Can't tell me.
Melee. Yep. You think you can beat Ego Rector?
In
Smash.
I don't know. I mean, I'd totally be down for having a challenge. We played Street Fighter against each other before, and that was like really close. So that was fun. But
Wait, weren't you in Brawl Taunts?
I made brawl taunts.
Couldn't get away.
Any advice for aspiring voice actors?
Yeah, definitely just practice all you can. Listen to Watch My Little Pony. I mean, I know you all do that, but it has really good voice acting. I've learned so much from watching that and just listening to the actors. Just like, yeah, get your voice out there, post stuff all the time. Take the good criticism, not just like the you suck, but you know, people like actually giving you specifics, things like that.
Favorite pony race?
Unicorns, cause Colgate.
I haven't really tried. I don't remember that much of these songs. I'm sorry.
I think it's just a little voice with a Cockney accent.
I'll try one and I'll post it on Tumblr or something. Woo! My Carrot Top voice is like a really British character, right?
Let's hear that.
Okay, my Carrot Top is pretty much like this, like a wooden toaster. I'm so glad that you think I'm best pony because no one can have me but you.
Princess Luna with the Royal Canterlot voice.
Alright, I have to do the justice. Is this enough volume for you? We must use this much volume when it is tradition to speak in the Royal Canterlot voice. We must use this much volume when addressing our subjects. Are you with me, every pony? Yeah! How many points do I receive?
You receive max points.
They've been doubled for 9,000.
Over 9,000.
Double.
Did you do braver?
I did Braverbrook earlier. I've done
Can you do the screwball voice from the famous
We have
PNG
a
Daddy
nice
Discord?
well, that was mostly just like a song, so I think it was kind of like this, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. Just out of curiosity, but is there anything you wanted to share with us that you were hoping to share throughout this entire Brony Fan Fair that no one has asked yet?
I guess I wanted to share spoilers for my new Colgate video, but I kind of already did, so. Yeah, she learns an important lesson about friendship. She writes sentences.
How about an honest opinion on the characters of MLP? I mean, like their personality.
Which one?
Well, Fluttershy, Applejack, or Twilight, or Applejack, or Rainbow Dash.
I like all of them. I think they all have really unique personalities. You know, it's not like if you've ever seen the earlier generations of ponies where they're all just like, I love fashion and stuff. It's, you know, every pony is unique, and I really like that. Even the background ponies, the fans like make something for them, which I think is really cool. In the blue shirt, you haven't asked one yet.
Have you worked with or are willing to work with other musicians in and around the fandom?
Oh, of course. I love working with musicians. Like, I'm always saying, hey, I want to collab with you and stuff. And I don't know, like, there's so many people that I would love to work with.
What about Tom the Rock?
This is no ordinary rock. His name's Tom. And he's mine. I'm mine.
Nightmare Moon?
All right, let's see. You're kidding, right? The lights will last forever! Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite friendship lesson?
I think I really liked the one from Party of One because honestly I can relate so much to Pinkie Pie in that episode because I do things that annoy my friends without realizing it. Like voices and things like that. And, you know, I just have this moment like, my friends don't like my voices and don't want to be my friends anymore.
Love and tolerate.
Can you do the crazy Camino voice from that itself?
My friends don't like my parties and don't want to be my friends anymore. Oh, do you guys want to hear Crazy Twilight? That's always Hi, girls. This is Smarty Pants. You all love Smarty Pants, right? Is there anything that I can help you with, you know, because I'm such a good friend?
I want to ask why, like, the reason you like Colgate. Is it just because you have, like, because you like how the fandom took it and took all the story? You like it because you like it because there's no story on the character. You get to make a story for the character. What makes you like Colgate so much?
That's a good question. I think it's like all of those things. Colgate really grew on me as a character because at first it was just like, I decided to do this little thing for Tumblr, like, I'm the C to the O to the L to the E, and ain't no other pony brush their teeth like me, I'm Colgate-licious. And then I posted it, and people started reblogging it and stuff like that, and they were like, oh, I like your voice for Colgate, and I always wanted to be like the fan voice for a background character, I guess, so it just, I don't know, I started realizing, man, Colgate is so cute, and I love her. And Colgate, I think we're all better at brushing our teeth because of Colgate, yeah. Trixie, sure.
Is there any character that like kind of surprised you with her personality as far as like, you know, you thought like maybe you weren't gonna like that character at first, but then
Cadence, because when you know, I saw like the pictures of her in the promotional art, and I was like, oh, that looks like such a cool character because I like pink alicorns. I mean, if you see my OC, you know, I really liked her mane. So then she comes out, and I'm like, oh man, I don't like this character. And then it was all explained, which I kind of like figured would happen, but it was just like that first moment I was like, ugh.
If they announced that Colgate was on the speaking line, who would you choose? It could be anyone.
Oh, it can't be me. I guess whoever did the Me Too line, you know, it sounded pretty good, I guess.
Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs away.
Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs away. Clap your hooves and do a little shake. Always my favorite pole sitter.
Opinion on the theory that Bon Bon is a voice actor in her spare time and not a gender.
Nope.
Well, I didn't put that in my bag.
What kind of toothbrush and toothpaste do you use?
I do use Colgate, and it was even before I started liking the pony. I just noticed, oh, hey, I have Colgate. Someone came up to me and gave me toothpaste, like, this is changeling toothpaste.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that was me. I gave you that.
I thought you had numbers again just now. Whatever, I'm spacing out.
Do you play Minecraft?
A little. I'm not very good. I started playing with some of the musicians recently, so we'll see how that goes.
have you seen the videos of Claire Corlett playing Minecraft?
I've seen some of her videos. I don't think I've seen her Minecraft videos. I've mostly seen the ones of her just like goofing around or whatever. I'm like, she sounds like Sweetie Belle in real life too. Yes.
What are your thoughts about the deer possibly making an appearance on the third season?
What? Deer?
The deer. Yeah, like the buffalo, they might be having deer in season 3.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool, I guess. I mean, I like seeing how the non-pony characters act.
Are you familiar with Acid Crusaders?
Yes, that's someone I would love to work with someday. I hope, I wish. I don't know. Maybe someday.
Have you ever seen that video where that security guard at Brony Fan was talking with Lauren Faust and sharing what he got out of Lauren Faust, and especially the Scootaloo part? Have you ever seen that?
No, I've not seen that. I'll have to look that up.
Oh, well, basically, it turns out that Scootaloo is actually a handicap. And
What is this blasphemy?
and that's why she can't fly. So, and it's like Scootaloo is supposed to have like this deep, like story arc that didn't end up going in, but it might end up coming in the future. And I was thinking, what you thought of that?
I really hope so. I think that would be cool. I've heard it as a theory before, and I was like, yeah, that's really neat. I hope they do something with that. They're taking me out. Request before.
Stephen Magnet!